My grandfather always told me to embrace the changes that life brings. But it wasn't until last spring, on my 10th birthday, that I truly understood how very difficult change could be.
Whoa, Bess.
There you are, Felicity.
Good morning, Nan.
Mother's been looking for you.
'Tis a beautiful morning for a ride, don't you think?
Gentlemen do not sit astride a horse.
Oh, Nan. Says who?
Gentlewomen do not sit astride a horse.
Yes, ma'am.
Felicity, help me with the apple butter, please. Today is your 10th birthday, and you're growing into quite an independent young lady. It's time for you to take on more responsibility.
Cooking is so much work, and afterwards it's all gone.
It is true. There's nothing left that anyone can see, but it gives me great pleasure knowing that I provided for my family. I want you to be a notable housewife when you grow up, one who gains pleasure by doing things for others.
Hello, everyone.
Grandfather, you've arrived.
Oh, my precious children. How have you been?
Quite well, Grandfather, but Felicity was riding astride a horse.
Oh, well, it is her birthday. I suppose we can't forgive her that, can't we, Nan?
Lizzie, hurry quickly to the store. If I'm to bake your favorite cake, we'll need more sugar.
But Grandfather just arrived.
Grandfather needs to rest before dinner, and you need to run to the store, young lady.
Straight away, Mother.
Father. Good day, Felicity.
Oh, steady, steady. Yes?
Good afternoon, Marcus.
Afternoon, Miss Felicity.
Good afternoon, Ben. Is Father here?
Good afternoon, Miss Felicity. Your father's in the counting room. Could I be of service?
A cone of sugar, please.
They're all rather provincial, I find. That's the most beautiful shade of green.
It would make a splendid ball gown.
Ball gown? What use would a ball gown be in this place? Probably don't even know how to dance.
We have grand dances here. Felicity Merriman.
Merriman, the shopkeeper's daughter.
Yes.
I beg your pardon, Miss Merriman. But I doubt you have the kind of dances we're accustomed to.
Lady Templeton's Christmas Eve ball is the grandest in all the colonies.
I'm sure it is. Come, Bitsy.
In a moment, Annabelle. I'm Elizabeth Cole. Pleased to meet you. You must forgive my sister. She woke up in a disagreeable mood several years ago.
Shall we go, my dear?
Father, this is Felicity Merriman.
I'm pleased to see our Elizabeth has made a new friend. You see, we've just arrived from England.
I'm ready, Father.
Miss Merriman. Elizabeth?
It was a pleasure to meet you, Felicity. And you, Elizabeth.
Oh, is this Mistress Merriman?
Father.
To what do I owe this pleasant surprise?
Father. Mother's baking a ginger cake for my birthday.
Oh, Ben, you know that our Felicity's 10 years old today.
Congratulations, Miss Felicity.
May I stay and help Ben and Marcus?
Oh, there's really no need.
Oh, but it's no trouble.
Felicity, you really must learn to listen. The answer was no. Lady Templeton. Oh, what a pleasure.
Mr. Merriman. And Felicity. Oh, I hardly recognize you.
Today is Felicity's birthday.
Well, that explains it. Well, I must say, you are growing into a fine young lady.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are you practicing your dancing?
Felicity is really not much for dancing. She'd much rather spend time at the stables.
Oh, speaking of which, can you have your man bring round a sack of oats to my house?
Well, certainly. My apprentice will be delivering a bit and bridle to Jiggy and I at the tannery. I'll have him stop by your home directly afterwards, madam.
Jiggy and I doesn't deserve a horse, much less a bridle. I do believe he beat his last horse to death. He's a cold-hearted scoundrel, if you ask me. But let's not waste our time on that.
Ben!
you can keep up.
I would dearly love to be able to wear breeches.
Beg your pardon?
Breeches, like yours. Gowns and petticoats are so bothersome. Small steps are supposed to be ladylike, but they don't get you anywhere. What are you laughing at? You should try to wear a petticoat one day. You'd see.
You are a strange child, Felicity Merriman.
I'm not so much younger than you, Benjamin Davidson. I'm no child.
Men in petticoats.
Sometimes it's very tiresome to be a girl. There are so many things you mustn't do. You mustn't walk too quickly. You mustn't talk too loudly. You mustn't be impatient. You're so lucky to be a boy. You can do whatever you like.
Can't do whatever I like. I'm an apprentice. I have no freedom.
How silly. Of course you have freedom.
Not to join the militia. Till my contract is up with your father, I must work in his store.
I'd gladly trade places to work in Father's store any day.
Good day to you, miss. Come here.
Smells enough to make your hair curl.
Hold still. Hiya. Hide what you're still wearing.
She's a splendid horse.
Aye. Thoroughbred, I'd say.
Look at her color, like a bright new copper penny. That's what I would name her if she were mine. Penny.
The fire monster, you.
She's a wild one.
No, not wild. She's independent.
Kaya! I'll beat the fire out of you! You beast, I'll beat
What
the
are you doing
fire
to her?
out of you!
Stop!
Hold it!
Don't do that!
Hold it!
Stay back.
Run, Penny! Run!
You wretched beast! Get away with you! You spooked my horse!
You spooked the horse yourself!
Oh, what do you want?
Got the bit you ordered from Master Merriman, sir.
Give it here, then!
To wait for payment, sir.
Oh, you are you? Well, keep your blasted bit! And get away with you! Before I shoot you! Shoot you for trespassing!
Penny was tugging at the rope, trying to get away. But then the horrible Jiggy Knight raised his whip.
Felicity. Sit.
Thank you, Rose. Nye was such a decent fellow. It is a shame indeed.
As I recall, no one knew horses as well.
Then his wife passed on, and he began drinking.
Perhaps we could choose a more suitable mealtime topic.
You're quite right, my dear.
Felicity, your father and I have a surprise for you.
A surprise. May I have one?
It's for her birthday. Now that you're 10, we've decided it's time for you to begin your education.
Oh, am I to be apprenticed like Ben? Oh, shall I be working in your store?
Goodness, no. You're to be educated as a gentlewoman.
I don't want to be a gentlewoman. I do.
You'll have your turn when you're 10. Felicity, your lessons will begin in 2 days. You will be educated by a very respectable lady named Miss Frances Manderley. She will instruct you in penmanship, dance, stitchery, the proper way to serve tea.
Tea? Lessons on how to serve tea?
A lady's manners are judged by the way she serves tea. My mother brought her best teapot with her when she came to Virginia from England. She used to always say, the king himself would be at home at my tea table.
I don't see why anybody would want the king at their tea table.
I beg your pardon. Ben, I wonder if you would be kind enough to escort Felicity to her lesson.
Aye, sir.
Why do I need an escort?
A young lady does not arrive unescorted at a gathering. Thank you. And a young lady does not constantly ask questions.
Why not? May I try your signal whistle?
Only a soldier can use it in case of emergency.
You're no soldier.
I will be someday. This is serious business.
A little whistle.
Soon it won't matter if you know how to serve tea. It'll be too expensive to buy thanks to the king and his ridiculous tax.
You'd best not say any disrespectful things about the king in front of Grandfather.
Disrespectful? Is it not disrespectful of the king to tax us without listening to our voices? How I envy them. To be able to fight for our independence.
Grandfather says nothing is worth going to war over.
The ability to govern ourselves is. Here we are at your lessons.
Next Tuesday.
Enjoy your tea.
Did you enjoy that?
Miss Merriman? Miss Felicity Merriman? May I present Miss Annabelle Cole and Miss Elizabeth Cole?
Felicity. Hello, Elizabeth. Annabelle.
We're taking lessons with a shopkeeper's daughter?
My father's store is the finest in all of Williamsburg. Probably in all the 13 colonies. The King of England himself.
Ladies, your parents have entrusted me with the important task of preparing you to take your places in society. Our time together will be pleasant and civil. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
A gentlewoman must behave perfectly at the tea table, both as a hostess and as a guest. Now observe, young ladies. Miss Cole, would you care for tea?
Thank you, Miss Manderley.
Milk or sugar, Miss Cole?
Milk, please. Thank you, Miss Manderley.
Would you care for tea, Miss Cole?
Yes, please. Thank you, Miss Manderley.
Milk or sugar, Miss Cole?
Milk, please. Thank you, Miss Manderley.
Miss Merriman, would you care for tea?
Yes, thank you, Miss Manderley.
Milk or sugar, Miss Merriman?
Milk and sugar. Thank you, Miss Manderley.
Would you care for a cake or a biscuit, Miss Merriman?
No, thank you, Miss Manderley.
Miss Merriman, you are not drinking because you are thirsty or eating because you are hungry. The tea and biscuits are offered as a sign of your hostess's hospitality. If you refuse them, you are refusing her generosity.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Manderley.
This does bring up an excellent point. One may not wish to drink tea all afternoon. There is a polite way to show you've had enough. You merely turn your cup upside down on your saucer and place your spoon across it. And the correct phrase to accompany this gesture is, "Thank you, I shall take no tea."
Thank you. I shall take no tea.
Ladies?
She's even more beautiful than you said. But she's so wild. I've looked into her eyes, Elizabeth. There's spirit under the wildness, not viciousness. I can tame her. Felicity, no! I won't hurt you, Penny Girl. I promise I won't hurt you. It's all right, girl. Felicity! It's okay. I'll be back. Come, Elizabeth. Where are we going? Hurry. Hello, Penny Girl. It's your friend Felicity. I won't hurt you, Penny Girl. That's a fine girl. I know you don't trust me, Penny Girl. But you will. You will.
Who's out there?
Shh.
Who's out there?
Shh. Stop, honey, he'll hear you. It's all right, girl. Shh.
I'll see you. Damn you, scoundrel! You can't run from me. I'll kiss you. You scoundrel! Come here. Come back here, you villain! You wretched girl, you little trespasser!
Grandfather, let me help you.
The strangest thing happened early this morning, Felicity. I was sleeping, and I heard a noise from outside. You know what I saw?
Oh, look at this stubborn weed.
Someone running up the front path.
I've got it.
Someone who looked an awful lot like you.
Oh, Grandfather, she needs me so. I had to go back and see her.
Who, my dear?
Penny, Chicky Nye's horse. Oh, you won't tell, will you?
I've raised thoroughbreds for over 30 years, and I dare say you love horses even more than I do. But I don't want you mixed up with Nye. Understood?
Grandfather, if you could just see her.
I know, child. But remember, she belongs to someone else.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's tend to those weeds. Was an excellent meal, Martha. And where are you from, lad?
Yorktown, sir.
Ah.
Grandfather has a beautiful plantation near Yorktown. We visit every summer.
Did you hear about an incident there involving an English ship carrying tea?
Aye. Last November, the young hotheads threw crates of tea into the river, just like those rebels in Boston. 'Twas a disgrace.
They simply do not want the king's taxes, sir. Not at the cost of their own liberty.
Nonsense. All this talk against the king is nothing but the ranting of irresponsible scoundrels.
There are those who would disagree with you. I've decided to stop selling tea.
What?
King's taxation of the colonies is unfair. It's unjust.
Stop this talk!
Gentlemen, please. The children.
I'll not have it! I will not listen to such talk in my own family. It is treason! Treason! Do you hear?
I've never seen Grandfather so upset.
They have different beliefs. Your father and Ben are patriots. They believe that the colonies should be independent of the king. And Grandfather is a loyalist. He is loyal to the king.
Like Elizabeth's parents.
Yes, dear. But they've just arrived from England, you see. Now, you must try to get some sleep.
Mother,
What side should I be on?
That is a question you must answer for yourself, my child. Father.
Grandfather. You're not angry any longer, Grandfather?
My dear, words that are spoken in the heat of anger are never from the heart. I do not agree with your father, but I love him. Do you understand?
I wish you didn't have to leave so soon.
Well, it's not long before your visit to the plantation. We'll be together all summer.
I love you, Grandfather.
And are you, child? Sleep well, Miss Felicity.
I'm here again, Penny. Oh, if Grandfather would see you, he'd understand why I had to come. Oh, Penny, he'd love you as much as I do. Oh, Penny, it's my pretty girl.
Still haven't decided on your sampler, Felicity?
No, ma'am. Not as of yet.
Thank you, young ladies. Please bring your dancing slippers next week. We shall begin instruction in the minuet.
Where on earth would we dance the minuet in this place?
Well, I'm certain you consider our colonies provincial, Miss Cole. The balls here are quite splendid. The Templeton Christmas Eve ball is a grand occasion where people dance the minuet flawlessly.
Do hurry along, Bitsy.
Oh, how I despise that name. It's hard to imagine that two sisters could be so very different.
Bitsy, I'm leaving with or without you.
I know. We should think of a name for her. Banana Bell.
Bitsy!
Coming! Banana Bell.
Shoulder your firelocks! Find your dressing edge. Rest your firelocks!
Felicity, wouldn't it be wonderful to attend the Templeton Christmas Eve ball? We'd have to dance. We're going to learn. I'm not one for dancing. We can wear beautiful gowns. You make it sound so grand. It would be grand, and we could go together. Just think of it. Felicity, here! Hello! Father says we're not to speak to the malicious soldiers. Why not? Father says they're disloyal to the king and the king's armies. They don't like the king's tax. That's all. I think I should be going. Goodbye, Felicity. Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Would you care for a biscuit, Lady Windsor? Yes? Lady Windsor, your manners.
Felicity, will you put my mending basket in my bedchamber, please?
Of course, Mother.
Lady Windsor.
Men's breeches.
That would be lovely.
Ben!
Felicity, what are you...
It's not what you think.
I wasn't thinking anything. Except I found my missing Sunday breeches. Yes, I was thinking something. Why are you wearing my missing Sunday breeches?
Come with me.
What are we doing here?
Penny. I've been visiting her every morning, secretly. And I borrowed your good breeches so my petticoats wouldn't get muddy. You hardly ever wear them, and I... It's him!
I told you to stay away from here.
Yeah. I'll teach you. Defy me, you worthless, hopeless nag. Darn you! I'm not done with you. Yeah, I'll teach you. You run, you better run! You worthless nag! I'll give you to anyone that can ride ye! Anyone can have you! Hope you never come back. Stay away for all I care.
Did you just hear what he said?
Let's go before he sees us.
I can ride Penny. I've tamed her.
You've what?
He said, anyone can have her who can ride her.
You can't always have everything you want, Felicity. We need to go now.
Ben, if I leave her here, Jiggy and I will kill her.
She's not yours to claim. I'm duty-bound to tell your father about this.
Ben, no, please. You mustn't tell. Please. It's like my red cape.
There you are, Bitsy. You know Father doesn't want us to patronize his shop.
Is that true?
Yes. Why wouldn't your father want you to shop here?
Isn't it obvious? We're loyalists. We'll not patronize a shop which sells no tea.
Are you a loyalist, Elizabeth?
Of course she is.
I was asking Elizabeth. Are you? Well, my family is. What about you? Is that what you believe in?
Yes. Just like you're a patriot, because your family are patriots.
We have both loyalists and patriots in my family. I haven't decided which I'll be yet. I just hope we can still be friends. We'll be friends always, no matter what.
Bitsy.
Coming. Banana bell.
Are you all finished, Felicity?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we'll be on our way then. By the way, Ben, have you still not found your good breeches?
My good breeches?
Yes. They've been missing nearly a month now.
It's not like you to be that careless, Ben.
I know where they are.
Well?
I have lent them to a friend.
Indeed. May I ask why?
This friend needs them more than I, ma'am.
How very charitable of you. Perhaps we can find you a new pair. Felicity, come along.
Thank you, Ben.
Yes, well...
I have a surprise for you.
Felicity?
Tomorrow morning.
Mother, Father, come quickly!
Whoa, Penny.
Felicity Merriman! Where did you get that animal?
It's Penny. Isn't she beautiful?
That's Jiggy Nye's horse. What on earth are you doing with her?
He said anyone who could ride her could have her. I'm riding her, so...
He said this to you?
Not exactly to me, but I heard him plain as day.
I don't understand. You said that this was a wild horse. How did you tame it?
I went every morning and waited for her to trust me. I was patient, Mother.
You went every morning?
I'm sorry, Mother, but I know if I had asked, you wouldn't have let me go.
Felicity, you have to take this horse back to the tannery at once. And you have to apologize to Jiggy Nye.
Father, he beats her. And he starves her.
Nevertheless, she belongs to him. You can't just take other people's property whenever you feel like it.
Then let's buy her. Oh, please, Father, let her stay. Let her stay. Let's buy her.
Felicity.
You! Thief! Get down off my horse!
You said you'd give her to anyone who could ride her.
I never did, you lying
Yes, you
girl.
did. I heard you.
Mr. Nye, no one is trying to steal your horse. My daughter misunderstood. She was wrong to take your animal, but it was a child's honest mistake.
Mistake? Taking a horse is a crime.
The only crime committed here, sir, is your mistreatment of this poor beast. I'm willing to buy her from you.
I'm not interested in doing business with you, Merriman. Now tell your brat to get off my horse before I rip her down myself.
You hold your peace, sir.
Okay, Penny, you're not going anywhere.
Penny doesn't belong to you,
No,
sweetheart.
Father!
So you have to give it back to us tonight.
No, Father! No, let her stay,
Sweetheart.
please!
Stop.
No!
Felicity, calm, calm.
And take your horse.
No! Hey!
And get off my property.
And don't you come sneaking around, girl. If I see you near this horse again, I swear I'll kill it. I'll tan its hide before I let you touch her again.
Penny!
Have you cried all your tears, my dear sweet girl?
It's all a waste. Wasn't it, Father?
To do a good thing echoes in the world and will come back to you.
Penny will never come back to me, Father. She'll be forced to live in that horrible place until she dies or is beaten to death. It's so unfair. She'd be better off loose again. Running free in the woods.
You did everything you could to help her, child.
Not everything. No. Come on now. Come on, my independent Penny. Let's fly. Go, girl. Come on, girl. You can do it. Faster. Over the fence, Penny. Over the fence. Go on. Why are you still standing there? Go. Go. You're free. Go. Goodbye. Goodbye, my beautiful Penny.
If I'm to escort you, we must make haste. Soldiers are marching on the green. I want to watch a while.
I wish I could watch with you.
I wish I could be out there with them.
Someday you might be.
It started. Fight for independence. Patriots are gathering at Yorktown now. Soon all the men will be leaving for war.
That's
pray it doesn't come to war.
The world is changing, Felicity. You must pay attention. There's more to life than tea lessons.
I know that.
Yet you're still drinking tea.
It would be impolite to refuse. Tea is a sign of your hostess's hospitality.
Tea is a sign of tyranny. Come on now, off to your tea lessons.
Property appointment, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attention to your carriage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 step 2, 3, 4. Now reverse. 1 step 2, 3, 4, and left.
Would you care for tea, Miss Manderley?
Yes, thank you, Miss Cole.
Milk and sugar, Miss Manderley?
Milk. Thank you, Miss Cole.
Would you care for tea, Miss Cole?
Yes, please, Miss Cole.
Milk and sugar, Miss Cole?
Milk, please. Thank you, Miss Cole.
Would you care for some tea, Miss Merriman? Miss Merriman?
Yes?
Would you care for some tea?
Thank you, Miss Cole. I shall take no tea.
I suppose you're a patriot now.
I suppose I am.
Annabelle says we shouldn't socialize with patriots, but that's just because no one wants to socialize with Annabelle.
Oh, I'm going to miss you this summer.
And I you.
I wish you could come to Grandfather's plantation and visit.
We need to stay in Williamsburg. Will you write to me?
Every day.
Miss Felicity.
Marcus, what is it?
It's about Master Ben. He's going missing now most of the afternoon.
Felicity, come away from there.
She's waiting for Ben. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he needs our help. Or perhaps he went to meet a friend.
Perhaps, Felicity, perhaps.
He's not coming back. He is coming back. He is. Ben is not a runaway. Is he, Mother?
I can't say, dear. I really can't.
Marcus, you know Ben. He wouldn't run off without a word, would he?
Well, he's never missed a day of work since I've known him.
It's out of our hands now. There you go now.
Must I wear the hat?
It's part of the new riding habit Grandfather gave to you. I think it's quite elegant.
Come, let me see what you look like.
Oh, Felicity, how beautiful. And look, a side saddle. Man. Where are we going, Grandfather?
Well, I could use your assistance on a morning errand.
Are you sure you're up to all this, Father? Perhaps you'd rather rest in the shade for a bit.
You worry too much, Martha. And with a child on the way, you should take a bit of your own advice. These animals appear to be in fine condition. I do believe some of them are handsome enough to pull my riding chair. You're a good judge of horses, child. What do you think?
They seem so... That can't be. Penny? Penny, is that you? Penny! It is you! It is! Oh, Penny. Penny, I prayed so hard said we'd see each other again someday. Grandfather, you found her.
You would not believe how many copper-colored mares there are in Virginia. But I was fairly certain this was the one.
What if Jiggy Nye wants her back?
Oh, I'll settle matters with Nye.
Oh, Grandfather, I'll never forget this for the rest of my life. I don't even know how to thank you.
You've done an old man's heart good.
Oh, may I write her?
To your soul's content, my child.
Felicity!
Father, please try to eat something.
I'm not hungry, my dear.
Thank you. It's from your father.
Is he coming? Is he?
He'll be joining us at week's end.
It'll be so good to see him. Will he stay long, Mother?
I'm afraid with Ben still missing, he won't be able to leave the store but a few days.
I always had doubts about that lad.
He's included a notice from the paper, Father. Runaway apprentice, a lad named Benjamin Davidson, medium build, brown hair, able-bodied, 15 years old.
Here, let me see.
Darling, hand that to your grandfather.
I hereby forewarn all persons not to harbor him. Reward. That will get the bounty hunter's attention.
Perhaps if he did run away, he had a good reason.
Felicity, there's never a good reason for breaking a contract.
I hate Ben.
Nan.
Oh, I do. He ruined everything.
We don't know what happened to him. And I don't think we should judge him without knowing. Isn't that right, Mother?
Aye, Felicity. We should dwell on what we do know. Your father is coming at week's end, and it will be wonderful to have him. Oh, Father, he says that the royal governor and his family have been forced to leave Williamsburg.
Things have turned for the worse quickly. I worry where it will all lead.
You should worry less and rest more.
If you'll excuse me.
Why is Grandfather so tired?
I'm afraid he hasn't quite recovered from the fever last winter. We must all try to help him get stronger.
A lad was sighted last night near the Reynolds plantation by the creek. We think it's your runaway, sir. Are you still offering that reward?
We have our dogs at the ready. They can find him.
My son-in-law will be here shortly. If you capture the lad, he'll make good on the reward.
Do we have permission to search your land, sir?
Search away.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We should head north first. Come in from behind the swamp.
And signal whistle? Felicity, come, help, bring food. Hurry. Ben.
Felicity.
You're hurt. Let me tend to that.
Be careful.
It's true then? You ran away?
didn't plan on running.
Stay still. How foolish I was to believe in you. You had a contract with my father, Ben. You gave your word.
I have to do more for my country than serve out a contract. I have to be part of the battle for our freedom.
Aren't you the one who told me that you can't always have everything you want?
This is different.
Not to me, it isn't.
I know you're angry with me, Felicity, but it's nice to see you.
Don't you try and make me forget how mad I am at you, Benjamin Davidson. There. That should hold until we get you to Grandfather's. Come on.
I can't go. General Washington is going to lead an army of patriots. I'm going to be one of them.
There are bounty hunters out there looking for you. Do you hear? You need to turn yourself in.
I won't waste 3 more years of my life being an apprentice.
Grandfather says 'tis never a good thing to run towards something if you're running away from something else.
Look at that. You can't even bear your own weight.
Yes, I can. It's fine.
Did you just hear that? Ben, bounty hunters.
I'll go hide in the woods. You go on now. Go!
No! Ben, can't you see how dangerous and foolish this is? Come with me. Please. We're getting close. Let's go. Please.
All right, then. I'll stay in the stable until nightfall.
When will you leave?
After midnight. I'll not see you again, Felicity Merriman. I thank you.
Did you ever think of talking to my father? Asking for
You
permission?
know as well as I that he would have held me to my promise.
Shouldn't you hold yourself to the promises you make, Ben? Isn't that what making promises is all about?
All right, that's all good.
Sees the second paragraph.
Now, of course, we must be certain that everything is attended to properly. Yes,
Excuse me, sir. There's a gentleman here who'd...
Ben!
What?
Ben, you're safe.
What's the meaning of this?
Ben, where have you been?
He's been hiding in the woods, Father.
Felicity convinced me to come back. I apologize, sir. It was wrong of me to run away, break a promise I made to the both of us. I meant no disrespect to you. You've always treated me well and fairly. But there's things that I believe in with all my heart and soul, and I wanted to become a soldier so that I could fight for it.
Ridiculous. This lad should be in prison.
I will not allow you to break your apprenticeship agreement with me, Ben. You're pledged to me for 3 more years.
Aye, sir.
But within that time, you will turn 16. When that occurs, you still wish to become a soldier, I will allow it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm most grateful.
But you and I must have an understanding, young Ben, that you will return. And you will finish out your service to me once your soldiering days are through. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Seems more than fair.
Now, I suggest you put on some clean clothes so you can return down here and join us for supper.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Tell me, child, How did you convince that obstinate lad to come home?
I didn't, Grandfather. You did. I told him 'tis never a good thing to run towards something.
If you're running away from something else. Oh, you've learned well, my
Grandfather? Mother! Mother!
My dearest friend Elizabeth, it is with heavy heart that I write these words. My grandfather has died. It is as if summer has ended forever with his passing. I did not have the chance to say a last goodbye, to kiss his cheeks, to thank him for all that he has taught me. He found my beloved Penny. It was his last gift to me. And though it does not seem possible, she is more precious to me than ever before. I am aching to see you. Your faithful friend, Felicity.
Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies.
You'll never see Grandfather again.
As long as you remember him in your heart, he won't truly be gone from you.
But he is gone. He's dead. And isn't death the end of everything?
Not everything, little Lissy. No change, no loss, no separation, not even death can end love. Love lasts forever.
I'm sorry about your grandfather, Felicity. Please accept my condolences.
Elizabeth, what's the matter?
Nothing.
You seem so different.
I have no time for idle chatter. You'll excuse me.
Have I done something wrong? Are you angry with me?
It's not you, it's... My father's been arrested.
Arrested? What on earth for?
For being a loyalist.
Oh, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Yes, well, I need to get home now.
I'll speak to my father for you. He knows important people.
Your father knows important patriots, the very same ones who put him in jail. What makes you think they'll help him get out? What makes you think your father will?
My father's different from them, Elizabeth. And you know that. He won't stand for injustice.
All right, in there.
Make it fast. We don't have all night. Mr. Merriman. Felicity.
Thank you. I'm very sorry to see you in this terrible place, Mr. Cole. It was
There's really no reason for it.
I must say, Merriman, I'm surprised to see you here.
We may have differing beliefs regarding the colonies and the king, sir, but I assure you neither one of us can tolerate injustice.
You're right about that, sir.
Now that the governor is gone, the Committee of Safety is in charge. The chairman is Edmund Pendleton. Now, he's been a mentor of mine for several years now. With your permission, sir, I would like to speak to him on your behalf.
I'm beholden to you, Mr. Merriman.
Father,
Yes.
the man in the cell with Mr. Cole. He was Jiggy 9.
So that's what became of him. I can't say I'm surprised.
Well, he looks so helpless and old. Like no one in the whole world cares for him. Isn't that sad?
You feel pity for Jiggy 9. I would think that you would hate that man. I was there when he screamed unspeakable things at you and threatened to kill your beloved Penny.
But if I am filled with hate because of him, then I am no better than he is. Am I? Besides, Grandfather always said, words spoken in the heat of anger are never from the heart. Maybe his anger comes from somewhere else. Perhaps his heart is good.
You're growing up, my dear Lissy. And you are growing up just fine. Oh.
Mother,
Yes, dear.
take a good look at Penny. She seems to be getting quite stout.
Oh, stout indeed. Feel.
Here's your package, Lady Templeton.
Thank you.
Certainly.
I'm going to have a foal!
I beg your pardon, child.
My Penny's going to have a foal!
Well, congratulations, Felicity. When did you...
Mr. Merriman,
Mr. Cole.
I thank you, sir.
You are most welcome, sir. You know, I'm very sorry that you were imprisoned in that place for so long. It's an injustice that's been done.
How can I ever thank you?
By always being my friend.
Always.
Look, everyone, look! The soldiers!
What do you want, girl?
I wish to give these to Mr. Jiggy 9.
Leave him here.
Excuse me, sir. I wish to give them to him.
Follow me. You got a visitor.
Mr. Nye? I have some food and something to keep you warm. I'll go.
Miss Felicity Merriman?
Yes? Thank you.
Who was that?
A footman. He brought this for me.
Oh my goodness, do you think it's what? An invitation to Lady Templeton's ball? What's it say?
You're right, Nan. I've been invited to Lord and Lady Templeton's Christmas Eve ball.
Oh, Lissy, you lucky girl. I've always dreamed of going there my whole life. May I hold it? What beautiful paper. Mother! Mother! Come quickly! Something wonderful has happened.
What on earth?
Miss Felicity has been invited to Lord and Lady Templeton Christmas Eve ball.
Oh. My daughter at the Templeton ball. Oh, Lizzie. How wonderful. Madame.
But I haven't a suitable gown.
Oh, I'll get some trim and spruce up your brown silk gown.
Everyone will be wearing fancy new gowns. I noticed a bolt of blue cloth in Father's store the other day.
Lizzie, it's nearly my time, and we have Christmas to prepare for. I'm sorry I can't manage a new gown for you just now, but I will arrange for some extra dance lessons with Miss Manderley. How does that sound?
Thank you, Mother.
I have your package from the store.
You got the trim, Mother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mother. Does this mean a new ball gown?
Aye.
You're going to make it for me? Thank you.
Run up and get my good scissors and my silk thread.
I do wish that you would start this tomorrow.
If I start tomorrow, I'll never be done in time for Christmas Eve. I'm fine.
Felicity! 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 They need you at home. It's your mother.
Oh, we have a new sister.
How's Mother?
She's not well, Felicity. You'll have to help with the children now.
Of course.
Father. Lucy, will Mother leave us like Grandfather did?
Of course not, Nan. Don't ever say such things.
She'll be fine.
Dear Lord, I know there's so many people in the world for you to look after. And we're just one little family. But you see, Mother is our world. And we all need her. I need her so very, very much. I can't imagine being without her. So please, let her stay here with us. With me. I can't let her go. I just can't.
Here now. What's this?
I can't.
I know, child. I know. Oh, that's my girl.
Doesn't feel like Christmas Eve. Does it, Rose?
No, child, it doesn't.
Felicity? Felicity, come to your mother's bedchamber.
Felicity. Oh, Felicity. Your father says you took very good care of me and the children.
It was nothing.
It was more than nothing, dear. You managed our home like a notable housewife. I could not have done better myself. I'm so very proud of you, Felicity.
Thank you, Mother.
Oh. Now, Miss Merriman, you must get ready for the Christmas Eve ball.
The ball?
Yes.
Oh, I can't go.
You are going. That's an order from your mother.
But my gown isn't finished. What shall I wear?
Your old brown one.
Run along to your bedchamber. I'm sure you'll find something to put on.
Elizabeth and her mother finished it. They brought it by this morning.
Oh, Felicity, you look like a queen.
You look beautiful, Felicity.
I hope your escort will do you justice.
Are you not escorting me, Father?
I'm sorry. I've been called to an emergency meeting of the Patriot Army.
Do be careful, Edward.
I will. Miss Felicity, your escort.
Ben, Ben, you're to escort me to a ball thrown by a loyalist?
I watched what you did for others the past few weeks, Felicity, without any thought for yourself. It's my honor to do something for you and your family.
Felicity Merriman, escorted by Mr. Benjamin Davidson. Miss Winifred Small and Mr. Philip Mill. Mr. and Mrs. James Tyler.
I should warn you, I don't know much about dancing.
Just follow me. There's Lord and Lady Templeton.
Felicity!
Thank you for your generous invitation, Lady Templeton.
With great pleasure, Miss Merriman.
Please excuse us. There's Miss Manderley.
Felicity!
And Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hello.
Young ladies, you look lovely.
Thank you, Miss Manderley. I have Elizabeth and her mother to thank for that. I understand your mother's feeling better. Much better. Thank you.
Excuse me, young ladies?
Of course, Miss Manderley.
Felicity, look.
But Annabelle found a dancing partner. I'm surprised she's interested in Father's Apprentice.
Oh dear, is that your father's apprentice? He looks so different tonight.
I'm afraid I confused him with the son of a very wealthy loyalist.
And that's who I told Banana Bell he was.
Miss Felicity Merriman and Miss Elizabeth Cole will now dance the minuet.
The Virginia Reel.
She said, you mean you're not the son of a wealthy loyalist?
How did you reply?
Said I'm an apprentice to a shopkeeper and a patriot.
Oh, dear. Then what happened?
Nothing. She was too busy walking away.
Oh, Ben. 'Tis almost Christmas. What a grand, wonderful night it was.
Where are you going?
To check on Penny and wish her a Merry Christmas.
Very well.
Look at her. Something's wrong. Penny! Penny, I'm here!
It's her time. I think the foal's having trouble. When's your father back?
Not until tomorrow.
I don't think she'll hold until then.
We must get help.
Who?
Stay here. Please be home. Mr. Nye, my grandfather once said that you knew more about horses than anyone. We need you, sir. Please.
It's all right, Ben. I asked Mr. Nye to come.
You keep her calm. I don't reckon she's forgotten what I've done to her. Go on.
It's okay, Ben.
You're a fine one.
Born on Christmas Day.
Look at that. He'll be independent, just like his mother.
And just as spirited as his owner.
Like a patriot soldier.
That's what we'll call him. We'll call him Patriot.
And what's this?
Father, meet Patriot.
Patriot's a fine-looking animal. Is this Mr. Nye?
Aye, sir.
We would have lost both Penny and Patriot had he not come.
Well, then I thank you, sir. We're in your debt.
No need, Merriman. Your girl has taught me a thing or two about kindness.
Mr. Nye, if you're not otherwise engaged, would you do my family the honor of joining us for Christmas supper?
Thank you.
Christmas had come at last, and as I watched our friends and our family gathered together in celebration, I realized that it didn't matter if we were loyalists or if we were patriots, because on that night, in that room, we were together as one.
To our friends, old and new. To our family, those who are kin and those who have chosen to live in our home. And to those who no longer sit at our table, but will forevermore be in our hearts. And to Christmas, a time of love, a time of peace, a time of hope. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Carolers! Oh, may we?
Yes, of course.
Come, Elizabeth. Let's watch. Oh, Elizabeth! It's for you.
Thank you. Oh, Felicity, your sampler. You finished it. Thank you. Faithful friends, forever be.
As the carolers sang, I knew that no matter where our journeys led us, we would always have in our hearts the comforts of that evening, the love of our families, and the everlasting nature of true friendship.